What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? It is Uncle Muscles. We're going to be talking about something a little bit different than what I normally talk about, the Mortal Online 2 creator program. And I don't want to be rude to anybody, particularly at the Mortal Online community program staff, Mortal Online 2, any of the people associated with this game or any of the people associated with Star Vault. I really am not trying to be rude to anyone or other content creators for this matter. I received a ping earlier this morning and it was very concerning to me. I'm just going to read it out loud really quickly. Regarding communications on other platforms. Although the support team does not moderate messages or actions which occur outside the official Mortal Online 2 platforms in regard to your game account or ability to access our platforms. Hopefully, it can be appreciated how, as an official member of the content creator program, you are associated more closely with us as a company. This means any communications posted anywhere by your own official Discord, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch account are therefore implicitly endorsed by us, given that you are representing us as one of our official creators. Which is to say, that any public communications you have sent on other platforms using your channel name are something we must account for and how they reflect back on us as a company. This is a huge issue to me. The reason why it's a huge issue to me is because I've actually had members of the Mortal Online 2 community try to get me removed from Twitch by misrepresenting things I had said in Twitch. So I know that this could be something that's easily manipulated. I don't know exactly what happened with the Mortal Online community. I made this very well known when I was having this chat with everybody in the chat. Like, I'm not currently actively playing this game. I want to be playing Mortal Online 2. I was trying to get involved in Mortal Online 2. However, when I tried getting involved in Mortal Online 2, I seemed to be getting harassed by other members of the community that seemed to be either people who have tried to make content in the past for Mortal Online 2 and were unsuccessful, or just people who just didn't like me or whatever. I was not being welcomed. It seems like it's a very closed community. And those same people were making up lies about me, trying to get me either banned from the game or banned from Twitch. So it did not make sense for me to try to create content for the game. Now, in reality, I don't think being negative on stream is something that you should be proud of by any means. However, I don't think people are really understanding what it's like to be streaming for 4 to 16 hours a day, trying to create content for a video game. The members of the community of the game who are very negative before I existed on stream or any streamer existed, they're just negative anyway, come and interact with the content creator, say negative things, and then expect the content creator or person or whatever just to not behave humanely. It is very much humane for someone to want to defend themselves. If someone has a group of people come in your chat and start talking about the physicality of you, you're going to want to say something back that's negative. That is just a normal sense of defense. I'm not saying it's necessarily correct, but for the content creator program to start taking this moral high ground about how people should enact themselves on stream based on the Mortal Online 2 community standards, this is completely absurd to me. I don't understand the moral high ground anybody at Mortal Online 2 believes they have over any other person over the internet at all. Mind you, the content creators for the game itself. I mean, this is the worst of the worst people. And that's not, I don't mean this in a negative way. It's not that like Mortal Online 2 just so happens to have a bunch of bad people that are playing the game. It's, you have to be somewhat of a sociopath, psychopath individual to be good at the game. That's the whole idea. You have people who are grinding rings for 8 hours a day who then sell these digital pixels on the RMT market. Like, it's within their best interest to besmirch people who might be a competitive figure to their own business making. This is not a great community. I don't know how far down the rabbit hole you want to get, but I mean, this is, you're really talking about like not great people. And like I said, like this is, it's just the nature of the beast. Mortal Online 2 is a single shard MMO that's highly competitive. It's full loot. It's a player-based economy, and it focuses heavily on PvP. You have a lot of people who are nasty. No one's going around killing people and going, oh, hey man, really great fight. You fought really well. They're going around calling people the N-word, the F-word, saying mean things. When someone is charging too much, they're going to be anti-Semitic. Like, it's the worst of the worst. Let's just talk about the population sample of who's even playing MMOs in the first place. You have people who are specializing in politics, who are specializing in propaganda, and this is things that they do in their real life for real work. When I played EVE Online, I mean, the best people at EVE Online were people who are high up in the military, people who are high up in three-letter agencies that understood how to get other people organized and understood how to lead other people. However, everything that they know how to do in the real world, where they actually have repercussions for their actions, actions, and they're now applying it to a video game where there is no repercussion. It's a fictional universe where they get to just be as disgusting as they want, as deceptive and manipulative as they want. Mortal Online 2 is the most hardcore MMO. It is the cream of the crop when it comes to deception and manipulation. The content creators themselves are not innocent of this. Anybody complaining about another content creator that said something or called somebody something or whatever, that person has probably done the same thing themselves on 15 different alts trying to harass somebody. You're dealing with psychopaths. So, like, I like Mortal Online 2, I like the game, but I probably won't be making content for this game anytime soon because the community itself is really negative, and like they don't appreciate people making content. The whole idea is get them removed from the game. I'm jealous about them being able to create an audience for the game. I deserve an audience. I've been playing this game for 16,000 years. I have more gold than anybody. I've been harvesting resources in the Shire for the last 16 months. I deserve to have a Twitch stream. I should be in the content creator program. It's crazy. And like to some degree, yeah, they should, but also put the time and effort into making content for the game. I bet when you do that, you'll realize how difficult it is. No one is nice to you. To say that the Mortal Online 2 community is some bastion of moral standard is just absolutely insane to me. And so that's it. I'd like to make content for this game, but I've been harassed by the community, and here's the problem. And I was trying to like dance around this in the Discord at the time, but the whole reason why I'm making this video now is because when I was harassed in stream, Nebulous, who's the one that made this notice, was present in the stream. Now, I don't know if they were present during the entire time I was being harassed, but for them to actually be making these statements and giving out these notices to people, to me is just a little bit out of touch. They've been well aware that harassment is essentially part of the nature of the beast in the MO2 community. And it's not just content creators. I mean, it's every player. I've heard tons of stories of people being harassed about like real life personal stuff. I'm sure there's a few good apples, but the nature of the beast is to be horrible. So where is this authority that the Mortal Online 2 community has over content creators being able to defend themselves or talk about other people in the game? I think part of the problem is that we're talking about two different classes of people that make content. You have like your average content creator who is just like me and who talks about like a little strategy I have in game and I want to share it to other people so I can get YouTube views. Then you have influencers who already have a massive following that have a whole machine behind them that will advertise your game to the masses to try to like shine a good light on it. Right now, the Mortal Online 2 creator program is treating everybody like they're this huge influencer, which is nice to think. I'd love to think that like my opinion matters to my audience. But the reality is that my community already exists within the game. I'm trying to convince those people to come watch me and hear my hot takes and influencing people to be like, hey, that person has a really good insight on different parts of the game. I'm going to start listening to what they say about other things too. It's not like, oh, I really just love Uncle Muscles. Oh, look at this new thing he's showing me. I'm going to get exposed to it. And that's going to be the majority of people playing this game. You don't have Dr. Disrespect going and playing Mortal Online 2 going, hey man, check out this new awesome cool game. Shroud's not playing Mortal Online 2 going, hey everybody, wow, look at the cool community in Mortal Online 2. Understand what you're dealing with here as far as the content creators, the Mortal Online staff, and like the community itself. Like these are all, like there's a lot being convoluted here. And I understand that standards want to be set and like you want to make the community better, but your game is filth. The game itself is trash. And that's good. Like it's the best for that. It's a great hardcore MMO, but there's no redeeming qualities about the community. And I hate to say this, but it's like, I don't know if Nebulous realizes that they're being manipulated. So I would just be very careful in telling content creators to make sure that they're careful about what they say about other people in game or how they talk about the game in general. As a gaming company, you don't have the right to do that. I was getting the impression that Nebulous was kind of threatening my status with the content creators, which hence kind of like initiated me to really just make this video. I don't want to lose any status within the content creators, but I'm not making content currently though because the community is just so toxic. Like it was very difficult to make content. I don't want to get too much into the specifics more than this. I don't want to call people out, but the reality is there needs to be a lot done as far as Mortal Online 2 curating the community and protecting the content creators as opposed to ridiculing the content creators and persecuting them. I very much respect the Mortal Online 2 community. I very much respect Star Vault giving me an opportunity to join their creator program. I think they've actually helped me create content for other games. I'm currently playing other games with people I've met from Mortal Online 2. I'm not saying everybody's a bad apple. I'm just saying that the community itself is a fairly toxic community, and to thrive in that community, you have to embrace the beast. And I just couldn't take time out of my life to do that. To expect all of the content creators to pretend like this is some beautiful grassy meadow with rainbows and pots of gold all over the place, that's not what this game is. Be really careful in expecting people to act a certain way on your behalf, because you're really telling people to lie, because that's not what Mortal is. Once again, I appreciate the opportunity. I don't want to be removed from the program, and I would like to make more content for this game in the future. I talk about it fairly frequently, even though we're not playing, and so I'd like to keep that opportunity. But I don't like what I'm hearing from Mortal Online 2 staff, and also for me to be under the impression that they were aware of the harassment I was enduring, and then to just remain somewhat oblivious in my personal conversations with them, and then also just making very oblivious, out of touch notices to all of the content creators. I have to make a statement. I don't mean to be rude, and I don't want to jeopardize anything, and it's just, I have to be honest. I think that that was a really out of touch notice to make, especially for the Mortal Online 2 community management to be making these conclusions. Anyway, that's it, guys. I love you guys. Check me out, twitch.tv/unclemusclez, kick.com/unclemusclez. Hit me up on X. I'd love to talk about this game on X and get really popping on X so I can stream on X and start using all the words that I can't use anymore. That's it, guys. I love you guys, and I will catch y'all soon. I gotta go. Bye.